Good afternoon, you two people. Be connected in the Lord. Very exciting today. I'm very happy to be here to talk a little bit about, mostly my channel is mostly talking about God, but sometimes everything really relates about how to God's can be stay in the promise of the God of the Lord, the Most High God. He is God, what matter or what situation that you through yourself, always believe the Most High God have a plan for you. Today, the title is Never Rule Without God Favor. Because sometimes we have intention to do things, without God favor. And then when we find ourselves in a big trouble, in a big situations, that's when we start to pray. That's when we start to look for God favor. And when everything look dark. Brothers and sisters, today, don't forget to share the channel and then support the channel, give the channel a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave your comments below. We appreciate that very much. So like I said, questions here. If somebody mistreated you today, example, if you find yourself in a bad situations, you struggle financially. Sometimes when we mostly have feeling bad is when somebody treated us wrongly, or sometimes we threw ourselves in a bad finance situations. And then that's the thing that coming along with ourselves sad, unhappy. Because this day, somebody treated you not the way you should be treated. And then you almost forgot, what to do. Sometimes we do the wrong thing. We react the wrong way. But sometimes too, you find some people who really know even in the bad situations, they still, according to the experience they have before, or and you can experience, like I said, or they really know how to support themselves at the moment, and then not to react different way or to react the same way that person react to them or do the same thing. Today, brothers and sisters, can look at Job situations. Job and the bad time he was the devil come along, God permission somehow, because the devil was second that is because Job serving God is because he have everything he needed, a good family, a lot of children, a lot of businesses, a lot of people working for Job. But Job was never dependent in all this thing, Job was dependent on God alone, because that's what the devil said to Job, to the Messiah. It's because Job have everything that he need. So that's the reason why he must be serving you the way he did. But that's why I said, okay, I have this good servant down there. So you take a look. But brothers and sisters, and everything that Job through himself, he never discouraged. Okay, never give up and God favor, is because the first time he wasn't dependent on himself. It is because he was always have his hope on only one Holy Father. It is the Most High God. We can sometimes, okay, like I will say, find ourselves in the financial situations that sometimes you lost business, or sometimes you may be hard to pay your house, your bills, everything. Because most of the time, most of us, is if we in the middle, if we live out, in the middle, because here we have poor people, we have the rich people, and when you can have a house or you're working, so you're in the middle. And also in the middle, and if you're in the middle, you don't want it, you have a home, you still can find yourself in a hard situation, especially right now. If you look at gas prices, everything. In general, all of us can smell this good thing. All of us can see what is going on, unless you be blind or unless you be very, very, very rich. So that's maybe only the reason, because some people have so much money, they don't even know what to do with those money. So you see, there's still a lot of poor in this earth. Even have so many people who don't have, but a lot of people have so much too. They're wasting, a lot of things they're not supposed. I'm gonna say they're not supposed. People you do whatever you want with what you have. If you will live with an attitude, of faith. If you live in an attitude of faith, like I just told about Job, Job was living with an attitude of faith. His faith was also in himself. His faith was in God. So, because his faith was in God, what matter, what's around him, what's going on, wasn't shaking him so much. Because imagine if you read the Bible, you as Christians, all was happening to Job almost, suddenly a sickness, all his children died, killed, died, and all his servants leave him. At the time, he has some people, his friends, some who really said something bad about them when they see how much he's suffering, how suffering he is, and then they started to say it's because you must do something wrong, and then they do not realize that Job was in his trial. Sometimes God built something on us, and he's in heaven, he sees us down there, and then you know what, he better than us. God was betting, and Job, so that's why you have to stay in an attitude of faith. What matter the situation, if you're a Christian, you prove yourself in, you find yourself in, you must be the conqueror. You must be, never let yourself down and start, live a life of complaint. Live a life that you complain about this. Some people don't know what God bet on you. So that's why the trial and tribulations. So if you read Job 12, chapter 12, verse 10, and the New King James Bible, so you're gonna see all of that, and to see before long God favor, going to benefit God favor before long. You understand? If you stay in faith and encourages, it don't what matter what people said, because I just saw you that Job and his situation at the time, he was find some good friend, and even the good friend sometimes they see how much Job suffering, and then they become saying some stuff like to put on Job doubt, say you maybe do this, maybe that. But let's say encourage brothers and sisters. Always say show up. The first time you see God favor gonna show up to you. As long as you stay in his you believe, you stay in his presence, you believe, that's very important. You can find yourself in difficult situation, your difficult situation will turn around. Will turn around. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters. I'm talking here by my own testimony, what I know God has done for me. So it's great thing. So you just have some time to let people know what God done for you, and then encourage someone else, and they will really sometimes you might help somebody by telling them your situation. Not your immediate situation with what was happening to you, and then come out of it because of God's grace. And then you can really help that person in the middle of the trial that person is. So that's the reason why we must have the faith. We must have the to be encourage ourselves. Sometimes you might don't have a friend to encourage you. Sometimes most you can find a friend, all he do or she do is put you down. But if you encourage your own self, you can do that by sometimes you talking to your own self. You can say that, this situation, I'm going to come out of it, because not by my power, but by God's power. By God's power, you're going to come out of this situation, brothers and sisters. Believe in the Most High God is something special. It's not something lightly. It's not a lightly thing. It's a serious business. To believe in a God that you don't see, but it's a God that He will, He's for always a miracle in our life, in our children's life, in our husband life, in our wife life. He always there, never give up on us. I was just talking about that. The Old Testament said the character of Job. The character of Job. And I just say that about everything he been through. Never give up. Never give up. He never give up. That's why now we can read this like a lesson. Because sometimes something happened to you, it's for you to learn from that. It's not something, everything happened to you in life, bad or good, you can always learn something on this, as long you stay in the promise of the Most High God. Okay, to be continued. So and Job want, okay, through one of the most trial, okay, the most tie in any person life, in any person life. I'm not saying that what now they say that not people going through some tough situation, but if the Bible can put this and the book of the any part of the book in the Bible, it must be something very important and special for this what I'm saying, history of God of Job, can be a part of the Bible. It's because something maybe never really happened. You see everything, you lost everything. But what now we have, but we have people might lose everything in this earth too. What now we live in, but they probably might not have the faith. It wasn't somebody believe in God. We find ourselves, some people can do, you hear some people sometimes sell themselves to the devil for things, we hear that all the time. But sometimes at this moment we don't know to what point what people can do to have what they have. Because most of the people right now who have so many things, it's not because they believe in God, but sometimes you see some of them, what they have is because they have God in their life, and then they really believe. I'm never gonna say that everybody who wish to have everything they have is because they sell themselves to the devil. No, I'm not gonna say that, because in every situation always have two parts, good and bad. Okay, but in the mind of that darkness, okay, live in the personal pain, but in the mind of that darkness, ours, Job said to God, "You are a good God." Not so many people going to say, "God, you are a good God." When things bad, not so many people still have the courage to say, "God, you are a very good God." Sometimes we might have a mentality, we say we discourage, we stress a lot. Present sister, let's say, in the mind of this great person called Job. Job was believed. Job was staying instead of all what happened to him. Have so much, could be discouraged. All his body was, have a big sore, every part of his body. Imagine that nobody want to go to you sometimes when you have a big womb, you have a big womb. You have to put, put even one or two. People don't want to really go close to you. If you really coughing all the time, imagine that people want to go away from you. Imagine that if your whole body have fluid on it, all the sickness, every kind of thing, it's not good situation. If you have a little cut, you see how bad it is. Imagine your whole body. Brothers and sisters, let's be courageous and the Lord's time. Now, they here, sorry, now here, the amazing part of the story, there are 42 chapters in the book of Job, from the beginning to this 32. That's when God find Job find his deliverance from God. It's been years. It's been years. And then you know what? God restore 3 times or 2 times more what he was lost. Has lost so much. Children, you see, sometimes you might be old, you said you're old, you this old, you don't have no more kids. You lose a kid, you don't have no more children. But you see, I'm imagining Job was not that a young person, maybe at the age that God restoring his life, give him everything, and twice more. You have double what he has lost at the time. Brothers and sisters, let's encourage us and see the glory of the Most High God. See the glory, see the end of your trial, brothers and sisters. And for the important time is to see the end of your trial. Your trial may be not good right now. It's not a pleasure to find people discourage you more instead of find people who will give you a hand. But sometimes too, you might find people in your trial and it will be there for you, be there with you, and then encourage you and give you a hand to get up from the floor. Please take it, because sometimes God sends people to help you. You don't. You may be some people. I'm sorry. Some people might say they let that. They don't want the help, but sometimes God might really send someone to help you in your difficult times, to give you a hand so you can get up. Please take it. God bless you. It was Be Connected in the Most High God. Stay in His presence. Believe, don't go through your trial without God. Stay in God. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. And then please like and share and leave your comments below. Be Connected. Was me, Colleen, was there. God bless you. Have a wonderful afternoon another time.